Hey, it's up from Village Connection Radio. I'm at the Dennis Pilgrim Kidney Benefit and at the Crest Hollow, and I got with me Natalie Benavides. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, so you're here, like telling your story.
I am.
How did you get involved with the foundation?
Well, I had the distinct pleasure of meeting Julie Child at the National Kidney Registry event this year. Every year, the National Kidney Registry honors what they call their Good Samaritan donors. And so, since I had donated my kidney this last year to a stranger, I was...
You don't know who it is?
I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to tell you that it's so important to me to have done it this way.
Say your last name means something?
Good life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was a very great speech you had here.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Like very, like how you say, very moving.
Okay.
And what does this foundation mean to you?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Right now, over 80% of the national wait list are individuals waiting for a kidney transplant.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a growing number of individuals who are suffering from kidney disease.
Yes.
In this country. And I myself am Hispanic, and I know that it disproportionately impacts certain communities, including minority communities such as Hispanics and African Americans. And so it means a lot to me to know that the Dennis Blyden Kidney Foundation is doing something that is intended to better the health of the community, both by encouraging good kidney health and advances in treatments and therapies for kidney health, but I also really appreciate that they also talk about a cause that's very dear to me, and that is about encouraging individuals to consider being an organ, eye, and tissue donor.
Why should I be a donor?
Well, and you can be a donor a couple different ways. You could be a donor like me, who's a living donor, and I also intend to be a donor when I am done with all of my organs, meaning after I pass away. But why should you do it? I think it's a really personal question.
Okay.
But I'll tell you why it's important for me.
Yes.
I believe that there is nothing more noble or more beautiful that you can do than giving of yourself to others. And I know we choose many, many ways to do that.
Like saying that we're giving forward, instead of paying back, we're giving it forward to you.
Right. I think maybe a simpler way of saying it is that life is hard, and sometimes we need each other to get through it.
Yes.
People have done that for me.
Yes.
Small ways and in very, very big ways.
Yes.
And I think the best thing that we can do to show love in the world
Yes.
is to give back. And one of the ways I would like people to consider giving back and
Yes.
caring for the community
Yes.
is to consider donation.
Well, it's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What is next for you?
Well, I still am going to continue my work with Live on New York, which is the regional federally designated organ procurement organization, and for the greater Manhattan metropolitan area. And my hope is that we see some amazing results from our community. We are about to celebrate the launch of our official New York State registry. I mean, we're talking days away, and I am really looking forward to the response of New Yorkers to this registry. I want to see that New York takes pride in how we care for each other.
Is there a website that I could go to if I want to get more information?
I would love you to visit liveonnewyork.org.
Okay. Well, it's great to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Very inspired by your story, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Ted from Village Connection Radio.